S.A.F.E Center provides free and confidential services for individuals and families who have experienced dating violence, domestic violence, sexual assault, stalking, and sex trafficking. We also provide education and awareness throughout the community to assist in the prevention of future violence. So what does that really mean? Our advocates and staff will walk you through what it's like during the day at the S.A.F.E Center.
10 o'clock at night, I assisted a survivor who was fleeing a situation of abuse into our emergency shelter. They just needed a safe place to stay for the night, and so I was able to help them meet some of their basic needs and ensure that they had a warm, safe place to stay for the night and were able to get a good night of sleep.
The other day, a client came in. She was in, you could tell she was in crisis. She was very frightened of what her just recently ex-boyfriend was going to do. They just recently broken up. He'd been violent recently, and so we sat down and discussed some of her options and decided on a protection order. We have those forms here, so I walked her through that process and gave her time to get that filled out, and then I went with her down to the courthouse to get it filed. And she was very relieved and called and thanked us when she got the call from the court that the protection order had been served.
As a counselor, I work every day with survivors, providing a safe, confidential environment that allows them to begin their journey towards healing.
So I assisted a student that was sexually assaulted. I began by giving her different options for reporting, and then after that I accompanied her to medical services. After that was all done, I did connect her with the additional resources that she was needing.
At 2:30 in the morning, I answered a phone call from a client. Earlier that night, her husband had held a gun to her head. I was able to create a safety plan with her and connect her and her children with resources in our community.
I recently provided presentations to local sororities and fraternities on sexual violence prevention. The presentation focused on resources on campus and in the community and ways to build skill sets to become an active bystander and to be an ally against sexual violence.
We appreciate your gifts to the S.A.F.E Center during Give Where You Live. Your generosity helps make sure that the S.A.F.E Center can continue to provide support and safety to our community. Thank you.